Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing fine, dandy, fandy, landy, candy today. So, sorry I haven't posted in a week. I think I mentioned either on this channel or on my other channel, link in the description down below when I end this video, for the other channel, that I was in Glastonbury for around about 5 days. So obviously I was enjoying myself there, and then I got a tiny bit of a cold, so I didn't want to film where I felt lightheaded or I felt hot or I couldn't really speak. But now I feel like I'm very near the end of recovery, so I feel well enough to do stuff now. So here lies me now. Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing fine, great, fandy, dandy, candy, landy today. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing Linkin Park's album Meteora. So, the last video I did, we moved on from the Evanescence series, and now we're in the Linkin Park series. I also wanted to say that, sorry, I haven't been filming for about a week. I'm still recovering a little bit, like a tiny bit, from a cold that I had for about 5 days, and then before then I also went to Glastonbury for about 5 days as well. But so obviously I was enjoying myself in Glastonbury, and then I think a day after came home sick. So yeah. So just like I do always, I'm gonna tell you all of the song lists and then quote my favourite songs and then say what I think the band is trying to say with the songs. So without any further goddamn ado, let's get into the video. So here is the physical copy here. So this is what the album cover looks like. Then obviously the CD's in the back. So I'm going to name all of the songs from my computer. So obviously you know what's in the album. So there's technically like a 13-second song, but I don't really include that. I don't really include intro songs, so I'm going to leave that one. So the songs are Don't Stay, Somewhere I Belong, Lying From You, Hit the Floor, Easier to Run, Fate, Figure 09, I think that's the spelling, Breaking the Habit, From the Inside, Nobody's Listening, Seasons, and Norm. So after thinking about it, I've mentioned before that Linkin Park, very much like Evanescence and Korn, I love a lot of their albums, and their albums are normally so good that you like all of the songs. I mean, typical me, I've mentioned on the channel that with everything I do have favourites that I repeat, but the other songs on the albums are still good, like really good, and this is no different. So I'm going to say in album order which ones are my favourites. So Don't Stay, Somewhere I Belong, Hit the Floor, Breaking the Habit, From the Inside, and Norm. So, I think the main difference with this album compared to the Hybrid Theory album is this: I feel more lyrically connected to this song. Not to say that the Hybrid Theory has crap lyrics, but I think the Hybrid Theory is more about the beat and more about the DJ sketches, more so in this album. So they focus a bit more on sound on the Hybrid Theory, where this one is a lot more lyric based. And I think that's one of the reasons that I like about this album. And compared to the Hybrid Theory, I would say that it's slightly heavier as well. So the first one I'm gonna kind of give my thoughts on is Don't Stay. So Don't Stay is probably the heaviest track on the album. Linkin Park tends to do this with their albums. They'll have that one song that is slightly heavier than all the rest, and it's got a real you and everyone kind of vibe. Where all the others are a bit more lighter, and Don't Stay is the Meteor's album's version. So because it is the heaviest and because it is the one that's like, go away because you're kind of pissing me off kind of thing, that's pretty much what I think the lyrics are trying to say. You know, that's something that I like. And the fact that it's heavier really gets me like head banging and like grooving to it. But yeah, I do love this song. It's one of the ones that I will listen to if I want to like, you know, kind of thing. Next one is Somewhere I Belong. So this one is a lot more lyrical based, and that's why I personally like the song. I think the rapping is also good in it, where Mike raps in it, but it's way more lyrical, this song, and that's why I like it. I love the bit where it's like, I wanna heal, I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. I wanna feel like for God is somewhere I belong. Love that bit. I think the band is trying to say with this song, basically, there are people out there who think if you're with too much company and if people are like, think that they've got the eye on you, they think that they know what you're doing, when actually that's not in the eye but the beholder of some people. It's basically talking about suicide, I think. And it's basically talking about, you all assume that I'm sat here in my room when actually I'm thinking about offing myself. So, you know, the lyrics are very explicit when it comes to suicide. And the sound of it is also, I would say, out of the entire track, that isn't singing and rapping. So, I mean, that is singing and rapping. It has the most DJ scratches in it. The next one of my favourites is Hit the Floor. So, this one is also probably one of their heavy ones, but obviously the whole album is heavy compared to Hybrid Theory. But Hit the Floor is quite fast, the beat is grungy and fast, and the singing and the screaming is fast as well, and I think that's why I like it. There is obviously rapping in it because that's what Linkin Park is known for, as well as screaming. They rap, but this one, the rapping seems a bit more faster and actually like traditional rap, which I actually really like, and I think it gives it that edge. So I don't think there's anything in particular that speaks to me about the lyrics. It's more the fastness that I like of this song. My next favourite is From the Inside. So, if I had to choose, like, the top two favourites of this album, like, the top two, and I normally do this with every album, kind of split my half favourites in another half. So the top two ones would be one of these, and that is From the Inside. From the Inside is so good. Like, I never, like, when I listen to it, I never, whatever mood I'm in, I never think about it. And it's just so heavy that the DJ scratches are really good with the contemporary classical sound to it. Like, there's like violins in the background, and the DJ scratches kind of go with the same beat as the violin sound. And it has like a really nice beat. When he's not screaming, it's like a very nice, almost atmospheric feeling. But then obviously when he screams, when he's like, take everything from the inside, it really takes you away from that realm and takes you into a place that is more vulnerable. And that's what I really like about the lyrics, but also what the sound does. My next favourite is called Numb. So, Numb I would say, is not the most heaviest one, even though it does have parts to it that is heavy. It's more DJ scratches and more it's just one of the softer ones, I would say, but it still obviously has that heavy sound to it in some parts of the song. This one, it is more lyrics. I feel like everyone has heard Norm and somewhat liked it in a way. Even if they don't like rock music, even if they don't like rap music, they relate to the lyrics because everyone has been through that phase when they're a teenager and they're a bit of a misfit. They feel a bit weird about their new life, and the song is very much about that. So people will obviously listen to that and feel like heard in a way. So it's more the lyrics about the angsty teen kind of vibe lyrics. The music video is quite powerful as well. Basically, the girl who is the main person in the video is very lonely. She's kind of an outcast. People around her don't really notice her. Her mum yells at her all the time and gives her grief. She loves art. She draws. That's like her world to her. And near the end of the song, you can see that she's been cutting herself. And in the song, you can tell that she's been kind of committing suicide because she's angry and upset. But then at the end, she doesn't. So it's like a happy end. So I think that's it really. Of my favourites. So if I was to rate this album and say who would like it better, so I think with the hybrid theory, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I said that both rap people and more rock people will like it, because that's obviously what Linkin Park is known for. Where this one, I think both rap and rock lovers could still love it, because it is still that sound, but I think this is more for the rock side of people. So for people that really like heavy rock music and like more screaming than rapping, I would recommend this album to them, especially if they like a lyrical screaming song as well, because that's all what this album is. Alright guys, I think that's all for now. So if you like this video, obviously give it a like and subscribe down below. I'll link my socials down in the comments, my free Twitters, my other YouTube channel where I talk about my experience as a gay guy. That is the non-woke side of things, so there won't be any like judgment or foreshadowing. So if you're interested in that, I'll also link that down below. If you agree or disagree with what I've said about the album, please let me know in the comments or on my Twitters down below, and have a great day and sayonara.